Hello everyone, welcome to another in the studio. When I am working on a mixdown, the main focus are obvious things like getting the volume balance right, maybe making some panning adjustments, EQ, compression, saturation, so on and so forth. But on occasion, I might use a more unconventional method of enhancing a sound if I feel it needs it. This video is an example of one such occasion. So I have this arpeggio here. Really simple sound, playing primarily one note, 16th note pattern, and it's really here to just push the track along, give it some nice energy and movement as I'm playing a lot with the filter and the envelopes throughout the track. But when I was doing this mix down, I felt like it was just missing a little something, particularly in the mid and upper mid area. Just a little something, a little fairy dust is what it needed. So instead of processing the sound, which I didn't want to do because I've already treated and processed the sound in the production phase, and it was already, 95, 97% there. I just wanted to add a little something to it. Instead, I just made a copy of the ARP and I processed that so I can add some more kind of aggressive processing and layer that in with the original. So I want to walk you through the copy and the processing chain here, why I've added each plugin and my thought process behind it. So let's listen to the copy. That's what it sounds like. Okay, so let's go through the plugins. First, I added the Ozone Imager. Now, the original ARP is not mono by any means, but it's more central focused, and I wanted to contrast that and really, push this little layer out as far as I could without dipping, too far into the negative on the correlation meter. So even though I'm pushing it pretty hard, it's still kind of, for the most part, staying in the positive, occasionally maybe dipping down into the negative, but I'm not really too concerned about that because this is just, again, going to be a small layer to the original. So I can be more aggressive with the processing. Okay, so, and also I really wanted to kind of bring out the stereo information on the sound and really push it out to the sides. So that is that. The next plugin is just an EQ where I'm just focusing in with a band pass, high low cut, the area that I wanted to kind of reintroduce a little bit more of. So I'm cutting all of the lows and low mids, everything up to 500. I don't want to add any more low mids in this, and I also don't really want any more top end. I want to focus in on those mid-range frequencies. So just a simple high and low cut there. The next plugin is the Valhalla Freak Echo, which is just adding a little bit of modulation here. The way I have it set up here is it's just kind of adding a little subtle drift to it. So that is that. And then I added the Devil Lock by Sound Toys, which is just adding some distortion. I really wanted to just kind of give it a bit more kind of texture and grit and really kind of bring out the stereo information a little bit. And this is actually adding quite a bit of volume as well, but also just a nice little bit of crunch there too. And then the next thing is just a simple EQ. Again, there were some resonating frequencies that I didn't want to I wanted to keep under control. I didn't want to add more of that back into the original. So let's hear it without the EQ. Yeah, you can really hear the resonating frequency, especially here at this kind of 700 area. So I didn't want to, I just wanted to keep those under control. So I did some fairly aggressive EQ notch cuts there. And then that's it. Then I just layered that in with the original, and it was just enough to add what I was missing. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's turn the original on. We'll just mix this back in. And I think I used it, you know, quite subtly in the actual track, like somewhere about here. But it's just enough to give it like that little extra like bit of complexity. You know, it was kind of bringing out the width a little bit and enhancing the mid-range slightly. And that was all that I wanted it to do. But that's just an example of kind of like a unconventional way that I might improve a sound slightly if I feel like it needs a little extra love in the mix down process. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you have found any of these videos helpful, I invite you to share it with your friends, and hopefully it can help some more people out and grow this little community we have going here. So thanks so much, everyone. Take care, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.